In a developing story, a proposed federal rule change could put student aid at risk for some career training programs across the country. The Department of Education is now considering new standards that would measure programs based on how much graduates earn after leaving school in comparison to those who've graduated high school in order to determine aid eligibility. 5 News reporter Emily Moss has the latest.
While this new rule does not directly name cosmetology students, the Department of Education's own data shows cosmetology and barber students are at the highest risk to lose aid from this change. I spoke to a Fort Smith salon owner who says without her college federal aid, her multi-million-dollar business would be non-existent.
A simple cut of hair and a not so simple cut of aid. The Department of Education is proposing a new rule that would compare the earnings of trade school graduates to those of high school graduates, cutting aid to those who do not make the threshold, and putting federal aid in jeopardy for millions of students, including those in cosmetology programs. Tara Harville is a Fort Smith salon owner with over a decade of experience in the industry. She says without aid, her multi-million-dollar company would still just be a dream.
I had, federal aid in order to go to cosmetology school myself. And so without that, I don't know that I could have attended cosmetology school. Now I employ over 51 employees.
The Department of Education data shows that 92% of cosmetology, barber, and grooming programs are at risk of losing aid. Harville says she believes the industry can do more to address the concerns driving this proposal, including educating graduates on financial literacy.
The most important thing is, how do they make an income? How do they make a stable environment? Also, how do they make a stable career out of this industry in order to survive and be able to pay back those loans?
And while Harville says she agrees there's room for improvement, she does question whether the data being used captures the full picture of a cosmetology career.
And the data that the government is looking at is not fully accurate, and there can be a change, but I would love help from those people to be able to sit in those seats and be able to make those decisions and put those rules and regulations in place.
Open comment ended on the proposed rule in May. Now the Department of Education is reviewing those comments and is set to make a decision whether to move forward by the end of the month. Covering news where you live, Emily Moss, 5 News.